What's up guys, my name is Brandon, hope you guys are well. With silly season in full swing right now, I thought let's look back at our 5 worst signings over the past 10 years. There are some absolute shockers in here, okay? Hope you guys enjoy it. At number 5, you got Andy Carroll, £35 million. That's all I have to say, £35 million. The thing was, when he was signed, it was like a panic signing. With Chelsea banging on the door, and Torres ultimately moved to Chelsea for £50 million. Liverpool thought they would be short in the attacking role, and they decided that Andy Carroll was a good idea. Who the hell signed that paper to say, yep, go sign him? No. Shocking bit of business. How is 35 million for an unproven Englishman a good idea? Like, how is that a good idea? Who thought that was a good idea in the first place? 35 million could get you a lot of good strikers in the world. I mean, back at that stage, Cavani was in Napoli. That would have been a much better option. Honestly, I can't get over how shit of a signing this was. He never really made an impact. On his debut, he scored a double versus Man City. Everybody's like, okay, not a bad signing. 35 million is a bit much, but he has some quality to him. I mean, a great header and a great long-range effort. And the Liverpool fans were quite excited. But the thing is, injuries hampered his career at Liverpool. It was pretty much a non-starter. Every time he got going or looked a little more fresh, got another injury, and it still persisted. Liverpool, thank God, managed to recoup at least half of the fee. Wow, what a shocker. Then in at number 4, you got Alberto Aquilani. What a shit signing he was for Liverpool. Like, let's think about this, right? We had just sold Xabi Alonso to Real Madrid for roughly £30 million. And Rafa thought it was a good idea to splash the cash on Alberto Aquilani. Honestly, he had not produced the goods for Roma, and now all of a sudden Liverpool wanted to invest heavily. Rafa Benitez was not known for his extravagant signings, paying high fees, and he splashed £17.5 million in him. Okay? And it just never worked. He was always injured, and he was very average. I mean, let's be real here, he wasn't a great player. And trying to replace a guy of Xabi Alonso's stature is very difficult. I know Rafa was a huge fan of Gareth Barry at the time, but I mean, how can you go from Xabi Alonso to Alberto Aquilani? He really was so average. We didn't replace the quality, and we still haven't to this day. That's why we are in the position we are. And this signing, why it's at number 4, is it pretty much set the tone for the future, and it did. It really did. Now, for all the Roy Hodgson signings, roll them on. At number 3, you got Joe Cole. Make no mistake, when he signed, the Liverpool fans were happy. We thought it was a coup, okay? He was a great player at Chelsea, extremely good, okay? Highly talented, played for Jose Mourinho in their title-winning sides. He was a great player. And for Liverpool to get him on a free and beating Tottenham Hotspur to his signing, the Liverpool fans were really excited. And for once, we had signed someone who we thought was good, but it just didn't turn out like that. He was an absolute flop. Like, I don't think that there's been a bigger flop with so much hype and not actually meeting those expectations. It was shocking. I felt sorry for the kid, I really did. He tried so hard, he really did try his best, but I don't know, he just somehow never lived up to his expectations. He was junk. Proper useless. Okay? I don't know what went wrong, I really don't know. Like, I'm still to this day stumped how he didn't actually work out. I mean, he came from Chelsea, I understand, they let him go on a free. But to go from that to what he became, it's like two polar opposites, and it's just not explainable. Explainable, is that a word? Okay. But my word, what a shit signing. Definitely deserves that number 3 spot. Now, for these final 2, I'm sure you guys know exactly who I'm referring to here. At number 2, you got Christian Poulsen. Like, I don't think my words can even do justice to how bad he was, okay? What a terrible signing. £4.5 million was the biggest waste of money I've ever experienced at the club. I mean, I don't think he made one forward pass in his whole career at Liverpool. I don't think he even managed to pass the ball sideways in his whole Liverpool career. Every pass was a backwards pass. I don't think he was comfortable ever in a red shirt. To me, it looked like he was a schoolboy playing with like the older boys, you know what I mean? He was just so out of his depth, it's frightening. He was so shit. Roy Hodgson was known for his decent signings, for his shrewd signings, and it it was shocking. That signing kind of set us back as well. Trying to replace Javier Mascherano with Christian Poulsen, it was just mind-blowing. Proper mind-blowing. I felt sorry for us at that time. How the hell were we meant to watch this, okay? I don't know. I don't even know how we put ourselves through this without poking like holes in our eyes with fucking pins, okay? I mean, it was torture. And Roy Hodgson himself was classical with his face rubs. He couldn't watch it himself. He bought those players. He suffered, okay? That's literally what happened. He suffered. Now, for the main man himself, the myth, the legend, Paul Konchesky. I have never, in my time supporting Liverpool, watched such a player at Liverpool. When I say he was shit, there's no player that can even come close to him. Christian Poulsen was like Lionel Messi compared to Paul Konchesky. That's how bad he was, really. I don't think I've ever seen a player so out of his depth. We signed him for about £4 million from Fulham. But I don't know what he was thinking. Really, I don't know what he was thinking. He is so shit. He was like a deer in headlights. That's pretty much what it felt like. He looked scared, he looked nervous, he didn't know what to do with himself, and never really worked out. That, I think, is the worst signing over the past 10 years by a long way. How the board or the owners or whoever it was actually sanctioned that deal, I will never know. And we gave away 2 players, Lori Della Vella and that, I think it was Kalakinic, whatever his name is, okay? That's why we are where we are today, in a full rebuilding phase 6 years later. With that, thanks for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a huge thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Also, if you guys agree with my top 5, let me know down below. If you guys think that other players deserve to be there instead of these 5, also let me know down in the comments below. And also, let me know if I should do another part, the best 5 signings we've had in the last 10 years. Let me know down below as well. Thanks for watching again. Until then, bye.